Okay. Hi guys, I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are great, drinking enough water, and most importantly, minding your own businesses, baby. Thank you. I know. It's been, let me get closer. Yeah. I know it's been long time, kind of. So yes, I am back, and as you can see, oh good, today's video, what it's about, right? I'm not gonna waste any more time, right? And shout out to Utobega for actually putting me on, right? We Moscato. I'm not so much of a wine drinker, not anymore. I used to love wine up until I discovered that it doesn't treat me good. So I'm just gonna put it here. So I discovered, but I'm kakuhle. So I tried a lot of stuff before actually landing into beer zone, but I digress, right? Hmm. So in today's video, right? Oh shucks. In today's video, right, I'm gonna share um a story where one of, not even a friend, not a friend or something like that, it was a former colleague, right? I used to work with her. um I used to work with her in Cape Town, so we met up again in Joburg. Okay, so here's the story. um when I moved to Joburg, I think it was around 20 end of 2015, 16, 17, and I moved to Durban in 2018. So I think it was around 2016, 2017, kind of. I think it was, yeah, 2017, yes. So she tells me, she's like, hey, I actually also like moved to Joburg and stuff, so let's meet up, right? And I'm like, sure, no props. Okay. So one of the weekends we met up. And she lived somewhere in Flareoff, I think, somewhere there, Flareoff, or but the Rudaport side. So she's like, let's meet up and we go to Chisanyama. I don't even remember the name of the Chisanyama. I think it was Kupina Cheese. Kupina. I'm gonna think about it as we go along. Anyway, so she's like, okay, cool. We go to the Chisanyama, and then one of my friends was in town as well, so we went there together, right? Okay, cool. We meet up with old colleagues and stuff that moved to Joburg like way back, right? That moved like they moved to Joburg before me. Okay, so it was good. It was great. So at the time, I was single, right? So we get to the spot. The spot is called Mutswago. It's a huge spot, Chisanyama spot in Rudaport or something like that. In those areas, it's not. I don't know if it's in Rudaport, but it's somewhere along those lines. So it's just like Umzoli and stuff. They're quite small, but then people just chill in their cars and stuff. So once we get there, right? Girls looking all cute and stuff. We get there, and then while we are still like parking, right, I see this tall guy that is sort of like a black coffee lookalike. I'm like, that one, I like him, right? Okay, cool, we move along. So as time goes, we're drinking, we're chilling, everything is nice. So I actually tell her that go and ask for his number. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go. I went and asked for his number. Yes, I know. I know. And my mom watches my videos. So please don't watch further, mom. So I asked for his number, and then he gave it to me, and we started talking like from that night, but we only met up the following day, right? But that's a story for another day. So that's how I met him, right? So we dating, we're cool and stuff like that. So as time goes, she's like, okay, just a background with this girl. We were just colleagues. We're like former colleagues. Nothing much. And nah, if you know me, I talk a lot about my personal life, right? With almost like anyone. I'm not even like everyone, but if I feel comfortable sharing like parts of my life with you, then I will. So she was one of those people that I used to share like my personal life with. Excuse me. So so okay, right? Time goes, right? I met up with this. Oh, I ended up like staying the weekend with them. We were staying like over, right? So we went out again. I think the following day it was a Sunday, right? So she's telling me that Black Coffee wants to meet up with you and yeah. Oh no, I'm actually confusing it. Yes, we went out again the Sunday, but I had seen I saw the guy later on. He came to see me when I was sober. I think it was. I don't remember what day it was, but he did come over to where she lives, this former colleague of mine. And then we met up, and then he was like, you know what, yeah, I actually, want to take this further, blah, 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 blah. So, sort of like started dating, right? Okay. So, as time goes, she tells me that, oh my gosh, I've got a huge crush on your man. I don't know why these things keep on happening to me, but it felt like this wasn't new. Like someone was crushing on my man, and the way she was going on and on and on and on, I was like, okay, this is actually, alarming a bit, but okay, cool. Let me just not look too much into it. Okay, cool. So, um, yeah, weeks went by, and I would see the guy. We were cool. We were like, we're good, right? So this is where it gets interesting. She apparently met up with him in the same Shisanyama, right? And I wasn't there because I don't live that side, and I wasn't grooving every weekend. So that was just one of the, once off. Like I don't groove every weekend, even now. Like once in a while I will go out. But so she met up with him in the Chisanyama, right? She says, well, this is what he told me. She told him that, you know what, the guy was working for one of the TV shows, right? So he's doing like he did sound engineering and stuff for one of the big stations. So she was like, yeah, I'm so interested in sound and so can I get your number? There's stuff that I wanna ask you and stuff. Wow. Okay. He gives the number and he doesn't tell me that day. Okay. He gives the girl the number, and I don't know what happens in the background, right? I think I met the guy in March, and he only told me this in April, like a month later, right? So he is telling me that, you know what, your friend, this is what happened. So the day that she actually asked for the number and stuff. So she is actually saying like, hey, come over, don't you wanna come and chill and have wine and stuff? Okay, he's still, like confused as well, because I don't know. This is what the guy told me. So I keep looking out because it's Sunday and I need to help my landlord like put out the trash. So he tells me that, one of the days, like she kept texting on WhatsApp, like, hey, what's up? When last did you see Unazo? She is not talking to me. She is not talking to me, but actively talking to my man. My ex now, but my man then. So, okay. So when the second time, I think, or third time or whatever, they bumped into each other. Then she started sharing some of the stuff that I had told her, right? Sharing it with him. Uti, hayibo, ufuna ntoni kunazo? Like, ubona ntoni kunazo? Kunazo, she's like a village girl. And I am. And I am, right? No doubt. I am. I don't hide that anywhere or pretend as if I'm anyone that I'm not. So I don't know what that had to do with anything, but that's what she was telling him. Ukuthi asuka ubona ntoni kunazo. She's not even like that cute and stuff. She isn't cute either. I mean, she's worse. Yo, guys. Okay, so she says like, yes, so I'm interested in you, and so you need to dump her and whatever. Like, oh, so she keeps telling me that she has a crush on you, and she goes and actually pursues you, and you are only telling me this now. Now tell me, did you not at some point um take the opportunity? What? Take the opportunity, because into it, when someone is moving in on you or something like that, and I mean you're a guy, you're like, why not? And then he was like, nah. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care, right? But now I'm thinking, what was the plan of this girl, right? Like, what was the plan? Because we were cool, man. I'm thinking the worst thing that could happen to me was having a friend that you know from Cape Town, and then you meet up in Joburg. Joburg, geographically, it's smaller. It's the smallest province, I think. Yes, but Cape Town, because I lived in Cape Town. You know when you say Cape Town is getting small because everyone knows anyone, and people know each other, and. But I'm like, you coming from Cape Town and you here for a few months. I happened to meet a guy, and that's the first guy you wanna go after. Like, seriously, of all the people in Gauteng, of all the guys that you have met, you wanna go after him? Okay, so anyway, so he tells me that no, nothing happened. I'm like, okay, cool. And then apparently she went on and on, like she was telling him things that unazo, like she was this kind of person in Cape Town, and all the things you can think of that she can say. In Ruti. I don't know, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So what happened was I decided that I'm not gonna show her or tell her that I know anything, because that's how I am. If you do me dirty and you know that you are doing me dirty, then there's no point of me telling you or asking you why you're doing this. I won't. I simply just pull back, block you if I have to, then just cut you off like that. But if I still sort of like want to pursue a friendship or whatsoever with you or whatever, then chances are we will talk about it, whatever quarrel or whatever, we'll talk about it, but not in this case, because she wasn't even my friend. She was just a person I knew and a former colleague. So I was like, I don't need her. So now, so that's what she did. She pursued him, and I don't know what happened up to this day. I don't really care. Like, I didn't even care then. I was like, whatever, because I broke up with the guy anyway. So they probably deserve each other if anything happened, and but I still appreciated the fact that he told me whether something happened or not, right? So apparently they met up again. So the guy tells me while he still wants me back and stuff, he's like, your friend actually called me again, and then she wanted a gig, and so she called me, like she was also asking about you and stuff, because I blocked her on Facebook. I didn't say anything. That's one thing I can do perfectly. I'm not gonna tell you that you wronged me in this way. So I went and blocked her on Facebook, blocked her on Instagram, WhatsApp, nothing without saying a word to this day. And now it's like each time she bumps into him, it's like, how's Nancy doing? And I'm like, girl, no. Why are you still interested in my life? So after doing all of that and you see nothing wrong, you still want to know about my life and how I'm doing, and no, you don't, you know. So that's what happened, and that's how I got rid of her. So I was like, man, I kept on thinking, I'm like, of all the people you can go after, really, really, in Johannesburg, really, right? So, but things um didn't go well. No, I broke up with the guy a few months later. I think it was 6 months later. It was about something else. That's a story time for another day. So, yeah. So, I don't deal with backstabbing bitches. I don't. And if une agenda ethile, I will just take myself out of the equation. I won't even tell you. I won't even talk to you as much. Or if you do me wrong, I won't talk to you or whatever. I won't even tell you what you've done wrong because you know. Uzoyiva ngam, awuzoyiva ngam. So that's how that ended with the girl. And I don't know where she is. I don't really care. Well, yeah. And I mean, I'm not even like dating that guy anymore. So it doesn't even really matter. So that's that. That's that's actually that because yeah, so not because. So today's story time, the lesson behind that is that ish, people will backstab you every chance they get. People will backstab you, whether friends, family, colleagues, or whatever. They will backstab you every chance they get. And unfortunately, if you like what do I call myself? A kind-hearted person like me, you will go through all of it. You will go through all of it, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. It's the same Shabini, and it just come and go, man. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's story time. I will see you on my next one. If you did, and if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do the right thing and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Thank you so much, guys.